Good morning, lovelies. Welcome to the Simply Erica channel where I am simply me. Go ahead and do all the things we do here in YouTube land, like, comment, and subscribe. So yeah, welcome to my living room. This morning I woke up really early. Everybody was still sleeping at this time. I just had to get some work done before the day got started, and I had a lot of cleaning that had to happen this day. So I just knew that I had to wake up early and just get my work out of the way. So I know you guys are seeing this video a little bit like a few weeks out, but this is actually immediately after the Prime Tech open house. So given that it was 3 full days of orientation, we were just so busy going in and out of the house, and there was just not a lot of cleaning happening. So my house is in a complete mess, but we're gonna make that right now. So starting off in the dining room table, I've noticed that this is like the clutter area of my home. When we're being lazy, when we're not putting things in their right place, they just all end up on this table. So I have to start here, have to declutter, clean out everything, and put everything in their right place before I start cleaning. So cleaning tip of the day. I've realized that organizing is about 50, I would say even 60 to 70% of cleaning your house. Like, your house is not dirty, it's just out of place, it's just disorganized, it's just cluttered. So just having a place for everything in your home makes all the difference. By the time you're done putting everything in your place, you realize that your house is really clean. Making my way to our living room right now. If you have pillows on your couch, you know these never stay out of place. If you have pillows on your couch and you actually use your living room, you know these never stay in place, sorry. But it's not reason enough for me not to have them, because the couch is just 10 times better with the pillows on there. So start by rearranging my pillows, my throw cover, my cast mat, play mat over here, which he never uses anyways. And then putting my chairs together, my other black chairs together, and putting his toys away. So after a warm cup of tea, it's time to tackle the kitchen. So again, putting things away, organizing, making sure everything is in its right place is number one and probably the bulk of the job. So here I am just putting things in their rightful place, because the counter is just cluttered, and I like my counters to be really unbothered. Is the best way I'm going to say. I like my counters unbothered, like clear of clutter. So putting putting all the clutter away and then getting to wash the dishes. I really didn't have that many dishes to wash, so this is my worst task, but it's given that there's not that many of them, I don't mind. So why don't you go ahead and tell me down in the comment section, where are you watching me from? I know that I have viewers in Canada and Cameroon, but where in Cameroon are you? Where in Canada are you? Are you watching from somewhere other than these two countries? Yeah, so go ahead, tell me, where are you watching me from? How did you find me? And why are you still watching? Now that the dishes have been washed, the bottles, Micah's bottles have been washed and sterilized, and everything has been put away, it's time to tackle my countertops. I'm using my trusty Mrs. Meyer all-purpose spray. I love using this thing. It cleans perfectly and it leaves the kitchen smelling amazing. So you may have noticed that I always have a candle lit in my videos, because what's better than it? Nothing better than a house looking good and smelling good. So I always light my candle at the beginning of my cleaning process, just so that it has time to fill up the room by the time I'm done, and it just makes cleaning more enjoyable altogether. And by the time you're done, not only is your house looking good, but it's also smelling good. I also have this essential oil diffuser here as well. I also like to use that sometimes when I don't want to light a candle. Then I will just put some essential oils in there and let it diffuse into the room. Once I'm done that, I'm gonna stock Micah's coffee machine, as I like to call it, put in the milk and put in the water so that it's ready for its next use. So now we're off to the room. If you've watched my previous cleaning videos, you know there are 3 places in my house that I always have to clean: the living room, the kitchen, and my room. It's just the places where we are in the most. So here I am trying to tackle the room. Like I mentioned, this was right after our Prime Tech open house day. So again, as we were going through the days, we were really not paying attention to what we were doing. Like, all our clothes from that event are on the floor. We just didn't have any time to be packing them, to be doing anything with them. So most of the clothes that we wore at the event will be going to the dry cleaners, so I'm gonna take those and put them aside. But before I do that, I need to just put a little bit, make my closet make sense. Basically, I need to make this closet make sense. So I'm just trying to put a little bit of order here in my closet before I start putting away clothes and sorting the ones that are dirty. We have this shoe shelf at the entrance of our room that we got installed as when we were moving into the house. This comes in super handy for me because, as you may have noticed, I don't actually have any furniture in my room. So we get to store our shoes on here. My shoes are on the top, my husband's shoes are at the bottom, and then we use the middle racks to store our perfumes and then just a bunch of miscellaneous items. And then I also store my bags all the way at the top. So it came out perfect. I was only imagining it for shoes, but I can use it for so many things. Because I know you need yet another video of me making my bed, here it is. I'm not gonna say I have a perfect track record of making my bed, but pretty darn close. This time I actually tucked in the corners of the bed sheets into the bed, and wow, it made such a difference. I usually just let it hang because I'm being lazy, but you can see here later that it makes all the difference. Also, has anyone noticed my makeshift curtain on the window here? We tried to drill in the holes for our curtains, and we just apparently the walls here are just way too thick, and our machine was not able to actually drill in. So our solution for this was to hang this our blanket. This is a blanket that we had from the move, and we hung it on the two corners of the window. But thank God hubby finally found a way to actually change the settings on our drill and be able to drill into the wall. So promise next video you'll see actual curtains up here. Now that the room is clean, I can bring in some new clothes. So, well, not new clothes, but my clean clothes. So these are our clothes that had been washed and ironed, and we're just waiting for me to be put away. So I'm going ahead and sorting them by those that are being rolled and folded, and those that have to be hung, and then just putting them away in their proper place. Every time I watch these videos back, and I'm just like, wow, this is me moving in like double, triple time already. Like, how slow do I actually work in real time? Like, I just find that this is so slow, but anyways. Just in case you're wondering, I left those leather pants hanging there because I realized that they weren't properly dry, so I just wanted them to dry properly before I fold them and put them in the closet. Hey, here Micah is finally breaking in his high chair. Well, I mean, this is his sister's high chair or his cousin's high chair. This high chair has been in the family for a long time, but we brought it here with us and we realized that one of the pieces that was very necessary for putting it together got actually lost in the move. So we had to actually get someone to make an identical piece for it. So we finally were able to set it up. He should have been using this ever since, but anyways, better late than never. Here I'm just showing you guys how I make my seafood Alfredo pasta with some of the ingredients that I bought at Carrefour in my previous vlog. So for this you're going to need the seafood mix. Gonna need some cheese. I have mozzarella cheese here. You're gonna need your pasta, obviously. You're gonna need some cream, some butter. I have onions, garlic, salt, pepper, and olive oil. So I start off by marinating my seafood with a bunch of different spices and then just putting that aside, setting it aside. And then I put my pasta to boil. Given that we're gonna mix the pasta with the sauce here, you don't really need to put any oil in your pasta because we want it to adhere properly with the sauce. So you're gonna see me here not put any oil in my pasta. And then I will start my sauce by putting some oil in the pan and some butter and letting it heat up. And then I start by putting my seafood that has been seasoned into the pot and sauteing that for a little bit. The seafood really doesn't need to be on the fire for long, so once that's done, I think it takes like 5 minutes. I'll take it out and then I'll add some more oil to the pan. Then I'll put in my onions and garlic and let that saute for a little bit. And then I will, once they have become translucent, I will turn down the fire, turn down the heat, and then I'll add in my cream, let that saute for a little bit, and then add in my cheese. And then make sure that I have the creamy consistency that I want. And then I will add in my pasta, my seafood and my pasta. So like the amateur YouTuber that I am, I did not show you, or I thought I was showing you, but I did not actually press play to show you how I was putting in the pasta and the seafood, but you can just appreciate the end result. Before you leave, I can pretty much assure you that you want to watch my previous video, which is my Carrefour haul and my ingredient prep. So go ahead and click the link on the screen.